Hello, wonderful audience. Before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Tiara Sukma. It's a pleasure to be with you today as we embark on an insightful discussion about denotation and connotation, presupposition and entailment, and semantic role. So, let's get started first. First, definition of denotation and connotation. Denotation is the meaning of a word as found in the dictionary, while the connotation is the associated meaning which can be general or person that a word has. For example, the word red refers to a certain color, so it is called the denotation or meaning in the dictionary. And red is also interpreted as bravery or communist, which is the connotation or meaning that people think. Next, we will discuss positive and negative ideologies in connotation. Positive connotation. Positive connotation is a word that has a good meaning and is considered by some people to have good taste, familiarity, politeness, and high value. And negative connotation is a word that some people consider to be impolite, inappropriate, rude, and could offend others people's feelings. For example, Rainy said that her friend at school had a slim body. Slender sentences contain positive connotation. The term slim has the ideology of a thin, good body. Meanwhile, in the sentence below, Aska said that her friend at school was skinny. The sentence skinny contains a negative connotation. The sentence emaciated has the ideology of a body that is very thin and malnourished. Next, we will discuss presupposition and entailment. Presupposition. Presupposition is something that is assumed by the speaker before makes an utterance. There are four types of presupposition. The first, existent presupposition, that is, the entity or objects exist. The example, my mother has a new stove. Information that when you hear it, you don't need to me tell it. That human being is called my mother. She is a girl. She deserves a new stove because hers is broken. The second lexical presupposition, that is the speaker's use of particular expression taken to propose another. The example, our relationship began to strain. Information that when you hear it, you don't need to me to tell it. We had a close relationship in the past. The third, structural presupposition, that is, the structure has been analyzed as already known to be the case. VH form. The example, where did you buy the shoes? Information that when you hear it, you don't need me to tell it. You bought the shoes. The latter, non-factive presupposition, that is, assume not be true, or using dream, imagine, or pretend. The example, Fadli nodded, pretending to understand. Information that when you hear it, you don't need me to tell it. Fadli doesn't understand. The entailment. Entailment is something that logically follows from what is asserted in the utterance. For example, Ice broke up with her boyfriend. The entailment, or after you read the sentence, you already know it in your mind, means Ice doesn't have a partner. Another example, ya Allah. For example, Ice broke up with her boyfriend. The entailment, or after you read the sentence, you already know it in your mind, means Ice doesn't have a partner. Another example, Harvey Moise suspect 2007 1 trillion corruption cases. The entailment, or after you read the sentence, you already know it in your mind, means Harvey Moise is imprisoned. So, for another example, Right, Prince Abdul Matin married Anissa Rusna today. The preposition. There was a person named Prince Abdul Matin and Anissa Rusna. Prince Abdul Matin is a man and Anissa Rusna is a woman. Prince Abdul Matin is a Bruneian prince. Anissa Rusna is the granddaughter of the war advisor. While the entailment marriage status, Prince Abdul Matin and Anissa Rusna live together. They got their blessing, both love each other. Finally, we will discuss semantic rules. There are several types of semantic rules. 1. Agent. The perpetrator or initiator on the action has the capacity to carry out the action. Example, the cat ate the fish. In this example, the pen is doing the eating action, so it's called an agent. Then, experiencer. People who experience unexpected circumstance or events. Example, Ibu fell ill. In this example, Ibu doesn't want to get sick, but the unexpected event of getting sick is called an experiencer. Then, patient. This affected by the action. Example, I painted the house yellow. The house is the highlight or object as the action. Then, beneficiary. An entity that benefits or profits from an event. Example, Tiara bought it for her mother a car. In this example, the person who is given the benefit is the mother or the person who receives the benefit. Then, instrument, an entity that acts as a tool to carry out an action or description. Example, David cut the tree wood with knife. The preposition with is used in the semantic rule instrument. Then, location, an entity that indicates the place or location of an event. Example, the cat slept on the chair. Then, goal, an entity that acts as a destination point either literally or figuratively. Example, Titi was married by Ibu. In this example, Titi is the goal of getting married, so Titi is not an agent or patient, but Titi is the goal of Ibu. Finally, destination, an entity that serves as a goal either literally or figuratively. Example, I went from Semarang to Jakarta. In this example, from Semarang to Jakarta. Well, Semarang is the starting point. Meanwhile, Jakarta is the destination point of when. All from me. Thank you, wonderful audience. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day. Bye bye.